Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back to the class. Now, and how's life today? I hope everybody's doing fine, and now we are going to have our next materials, and in this occasion we're going to discuss about how to write a body paragraph 2. So on the previous lesson I have explained the elements of body paragraph. So they consist of topic sentence, supporting sentence, example sentence, opposing sentence, and concluding sentence. And I have already also check your work, and I have given some feedback. I hope everybody has watched it, so you understand about the weakness of your writing, and then we can continue to the next paragraph. Well, this is the example of my body paragraph. So here I underlined some of the linking words that I use, and I will explain about them later on after showing you my body paragraph 2. So let's see. The second argument why kids ought to be brought up in the city is dealing with the easy transportation. So in my thesis statement, I say that the main idea that I'm going to explain by the paragraph, there are 3 points. The first is about education, transportation, and entertainment. So in my body paragraph, I explain about the transportation. So this is the main idea. So easy transportations. In the urban area, there are some kinds of public transportation means that children might use in traveling from one place to another destination. So this is the supporting sentence. To illustrate, when the students go to school, they may use some online transportation such as Gojek or Grab without bothering their parents anymore to take them to school and pick them up from school. So this is the example sentence. So I use to illustrate as cohesive devices or the linking word. Jadi kata sambung yang saya gunakan di sini untuk memberikan contoh, saya menggunakan kata to illustrate, dan untuk membuat argumen kedua saya menggunakan the second argument, karena yang pertama kemarin saya menggunakan the first reason. Jadi di sini I can use the second argument. Okay, and then meanwhile, children in the remote area cannot enjoy such facilities as transportation system is not available. Consequently, they must go to school on foot or taken by their parents. So here in the this is the opposing sentence. So I use meanwhile as the connector, and here also I use us. Us means karena, to explain reasons. As such transportation system is not available. Here I use consequently to explain about result or consequence. Okay, this is the opposite sentence. And then the last is concluding sentence. So thus the existence of the online transportation in the cities might ease the mobilization of the students without being worried and bothering parents. So this is the concluding sentence or the concluding paragraph. So to explain, so you can use thus. This is a cohesive device or linking word to explain about consequence or result. Jadi the existence of the online transportation in the city might ease the mobilization of the students without being worried and bothering parents. So this is the concluding paragraph. Okay, so I think this is the example of my body paragraph 2, and now I'm going to explain about how to use the linking words or cohesive devices, or in bahasa Indonesia we can say kata sambung atau konektor, ya, kata penghubung. Okay, first if you want to express your opinion, jadi yang pertama, jika Anda ingin mengungkapkan Anda punya pendapat, you can use, for example, I think, in my opinion, in my view, from my point of view, as far as I am concerned, my own view on the matter is, personally speaking, blah blah. So, for example, ini contohnya, jadi in my opinion, cities are the best place to grow up children and to live due to the consideration of education, transportation, and entertainment. Jadi ini adalah contoh yang saya gunakan pada thesis statement saya. So here you can say in my opinion, you can say I think, in my view, from my point of view, as far as I'm concerned, cities are the best place to grow up children, and so on and so on. Ya, jadi ini in my opinion you bisa ganti menggunakan kata I think, in my view, from my point of view, sampai personal speaking. Jadi you bisa ganti, tidak mesti harus menggunakan kata in my opinion, I think. Jadi you can change it. You can vary your vocabularies by using this word. Okay, and then the next is how to introduce points or how to sequence ideas. Jadi bagaimana menyusun ide, jadi atau bagaimana memperkenalkan ide utama yang kita akan jelaskan di body paragraph, atau how to structure your ideas, atau how to sequence your ideas. So you can say the first reasons, or the first stage, or the first phase, and then nanti di paragraph kedua, di body paragraph, you can say the second argument. So you paraphrase reason become argument, and then yang terakhir you can say the last advantage, atau the last reason, atau the last argument. Kemudian you can say initially, or firstly, jadi initially atau firstly sama, jadi pertama-tama, or you can say secondly, thirdly, and then you can say lastly, finally, last but not least. Jadi ini how to sequence your ideas. Or you can say to begin with. Ini untuk memulai you punya, to begin with, first of all, first and foremost. And then paragraph berikutnya you can say furthermore, and then you can say in addition, and then you can say what is more. Nanti di paragraph ini you can say on top of that, and then or you can use in the last paragraph another point what nothing is, or another factor to consider is blah blah. For example, ini introducing point yang saya gunakan di body paragraph ketiga. So the last advantage for children to live in the big city is the availability of complete entertainment. Jadi kemarin di statement saya, entertainment adalah main idea yang terakhir. Jadi yang pertama itu education, yang kedua transportation, yang ketiga tentang entertainment. Jadi ini adalah topic sentence yang saya gunakan di body paragraph ketiga. Jadi the last, jadi saya menggunakan kata the last advantage for children to live in the big city is the availability of complete entertainment. Okay, kemudian the next is how to explain or how to express reasons. So if you want to say because, if you want to say karena in English, you can say because of, due to, the reason why, since, as, cause of, or caused. Jadi ini semua sama artinya kerana. Alright. So for instance, in the urban area, it is easy for children to find out various indoor entertainment spots since they are available in most public places. Jadi since di sini artinya karena. Jadi dia tidak berarti sejak, tapi dia berarti karena. Jadi di sini you can change by saying because, do, the reason why, and then as, you can use cause, because of. Cuman kalau because of harus ikuti kata benda sama dengan due to. Jadi due to the availability in most public places. Jadi you can, selain menggunakan kata since, bisa menggunakan because, as, caused. Okay, alright. So later on, if you want to say karena in English, so you can change become because of, due to, the reason why, since, as, cause of, and caused. Okay, and then now next we are jumping to the next, how to give examples. Yep. So if you want to say contohnya, so you can say for instance, for example, such as, namely, to illustrate, as an illustrations, one example in particular. So here I use for instance, online games available in their smartphones or in game stations, game centers, in malls, movies, in cinemas, and indoor sports like futsal, tennis, and ice skating. So this is the example for my example sentence. So I use for instance as the connector here, or you can change by giving, for example, such as, to illustrate, or you can say as an illustration, one example in particular, online games available in their smartphone or in game stations. Okay, and then next, how to contrast ideas. Jadi bagaimana mengatakan tapi in English. Jadi if you say tapi, so you don't only say but you can say yet, otherwise, however, although, even though, on the other hand, on the contrary, whereas, meanwhile, in contrast, compare with. Jadi you can vary your connector by saying this ideas. So for instance, so yet in the countryside, such kind of facilities rarely exist. Most children play outdoors, such as playing sports in the field, which are sometimes far from their home. So here I use yet as the connector, yang artinya tapi. Jadi di sini you can change by saying however, meanwhile, in contrast, whereas. So you can vary here. Jadi not only you say but you can say otherwise, yet, however, on the other hand, or on the contrary, and so on. Yeah. Okay, now we are jumping to the next, how to explain or how to express result or consequence. Jadi you can also use this when you are explaining your concluding paragraph. Yeah. So if you say jadi, so you can say so, or you can say in that case, therefore, thus, as a result, consequently, eventually, admittedly, thereby, then. Okay, for example, therefore, growing up in the city will be more enjoyable for children due to the existence of more amenities for having fun. Jadi here I use therefore as the connector, ya, yang artinya jadi. Di sini juga saya menggunakan due to explain the reasons, karena. Jadi dia diikuti kata benda, the existence of more amenities for having fun. Okay, and then next, so this is the example of my body paragraph 3. The last advantage, as I use the last advantage, for children to live in the big city is the availability of competence. The last advantage here is the my linking word. This is the topic sentence. In the urban area, it is easy for children to find out various indoor entertainment sports since. So I use since here to explain about the reasons. They are available in most public places. So this is the superposition. Jadi for instance, so this is the connector of using or giving example. Yeah, for instance, online games available in their smartphones or in game stations, game centers, in malls, movies, in cinemas, and indoor sports like futsal, tennis, and ice skating. And this is the example sentence. And then here I use yet to say but in the countryside, such kind of facilities rarely exist. Most children play outdoors, such as playing sport in the field, which are sometimes far from their homes. So this is the opposing sentence. And the last is the concluding paragraph. So here I use therefore as the connector. Growing up in the city will be more enjoyable for children due to the existence of more amenities for having fun. So here I use some different connectors to vary my cohesive devices. Okay, well, and then next, now we're jumping to the assignment. So in this case, guys, I want you to create or to continue your writing. Here I want you to write your body paragraph 2 and 3. So again, remember your body paragraph 2 and 3 here, it should be based on your thesis statement. So if you're in your thesis statement, give the main idea what you're going to write in the body paragraph 2 and 3. Well, this is the topic, so it's just the same as before. So when continuing the education in another city, some students think that it is better for them to stay in a boarding house than in a relative house. Do you agree or disagree with the statement? So write your body paragraph 2 and 3 no less than 100 words based on your thesis statement in the previous introductions. use the given linking word. So you can use the linking words that I have already explained to you, and you have 20 minutes to do this. Okay,